Hey, shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome back. Thank you again for joining me. Today, I want to talk about, an unfortunate story in the New Testament in the book of Acts is about Ananias and Sapphira. I just want to read this, and hopefully this will be a little lesson to people. I want to I'm going to read from Acts chapter 5, from verse 1 to 11. Okay. Starting out here with verse 1. But a certain man named Ananias with Sapphira, his wife, sold a possession. And then they kept back part of the price. They kept part of the price. His wife also being privy to it, and brought a certain part and laid it at the apostles' feet. So they sold whatever property they had. They sold the property and decided we're going to keep a portion of the money for ourselves, and we're going to pull the wool over their eyes. Okay, anyways, continuing with verse 3 here. But Peter said, Ananias, why has Satan filled thine heart to lie to the Holy Spirit and to keep back part of the price of the land? Whiles it remained, was it not thine own? And after it was sold, was it not in thine own power? Why hast thou conceived this thing in thine heart? Thou hast not lied unto men, but unto Elohim. So they lied to Elohim. And Ananias, bearing these words, fell down and gave up the spirit, and great fear came on all of them that heard these things. So Ananias was basically struck down by Yahweh, for his deceitful attitude, and it's just kind of ironic. It's kind of like part of this, like you'd probably think you'd see this in the Old Testament by the concepts of mainstream Christianity, thinking Yeshua and the apostles and everything is all hippie love, and all you got to do is accept the Lord in your heart, is what they would say. But that's not what happened here. And okay, now let's go to continue with 6. And the young men arose, wound him up, and carried him out and buried him. So they just went out and buried him. And didn't even inform the wife or anything, or any next of kin or anybody. They just took him out and just gave him a burial. Okay, and then it was about the space of 3 hours after, when his wife, not knowing what was done, she came in. And Peter answered unto her, Tell me whether you sold the land for so much. And she said, Yeah, for so much. We sold it for that price. Then Peter said unto her, How is it that you have agreed together to tempt the Spirit of Yahweh? Behold, the feet of them which have buried thy husband are at the door, and shall carry thee out. In other words, you're next. Then fell she down straightway at his feet, and yielded up her spirit. And the young men come in, found her dead, and carrying her forth, buried her by her husband. And great fear came upon all of the assembly, and upon all as many as heard these things. So word got out real quick about what happened, and there was confusion, and people were scared. But the point was, they lied to the Holy Spirit. They both lied to the Holy Spirit. And I didn't just lie to Peter. That wasn't really the biggest offense of it. The biggest offense was lying to Yahweh and the Spirit, and this is what happened to him. And this is, like I said before, this is something that, you'd think you'd find in the Old Testament, but no, it's in the New Testament too. That's how it is. And not a lot of preachers preach this New Testament story to their congregations or, membership or anything like that. So I just wanted to share that story with you because I thought it'd be kind of, informative to you because like I said, you never probably don't hear it that much from preachers or anything. But anyways, it says down here in a footnote. I just want to read the footnote to you. It says Ananias means Yahweh has been gracious. Ananias had wife Sapphira kept back part of the price of land and lied to the Holy Spirit about it. Both died as a result. So and then the definition over here in the footnote for lie, of course, is an attempt to deceive by falsehood. Uh, Lied to the Holy Spirit. It says Ananias and Sapphira had committed to give their proceeds from the sale to the assembly. In an act of greed, they chose to keep back part of that amount and default on their promise. As a result, they lied to Yahweh through his Holy Spirit and suffered the dire consequences. Once a believer commits to the service of Yahweh, there is no taking back that promise. So that basically pretty much sums it up. But anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. And I thank you again for joining me. And please give me a big thumbs up, hit that notification bell. And also, I appreciate if you subscribe. And also feel free to watch my other videos. And as always, thank you again. I really appreciate it. And until we meet again, peace out and shalom, brothers and sisters.